Hey guys, so this video is how to set up your Pearson Easy Bridge classroom to connect to Google Classroom and then share those that work that you assign into Google Classroom. So you're going to go into Clever. You're going to log into your Active Directory. Mine's already saved for me, so I'm just going to go ahead and sign in. I'm going to find my district page, and I'm going to go to Pearson Easy Bridge. I'm going to select my math book. Okay, here in classes, I'm going to go ahead and come to the top menu bar. I'm going to select classes. Now, so I have several classes on here. And let me get rid of this. I want to connect them to Google Classroom. So I created a demo one. So I'm going to go ahead and connect Google Class. And I called it third grade training. So it's whatever it is that you're calling yours. Mine, it's asking me for 2 schools since I've been to so many. I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then you're going to select which book series you're going to want to link to this. So you're going to want to do this one time. So if you're going to be using your social studies book, link your social studies book. If you have your math book in Spanish, then link your Spanish book also, and then link your English one. So just link all of them, and you don't have to use all of them, but just so you don't have to go back and redo this. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my class. Okay, and I'm going to finish and view classes. And now my class, my third grade training, is already there. So if I want to add assignments and I want it to go into Google Classroom, you will see that it has the little Google Classroom logo next to it. So this one that I was using prior to us going into our school shutting down, going to distance learning, this was the one I was using in school. So now my students are going to get their assignments through this one with the Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and click on assignments. Now there is none currently, so you can assign them and you can go through and explore which ones you want. I have already gone through and created them into a playlist. So if you don't know how to do that, you would go to browse, you would select your math book or whichever book you're using, and you select the topic that you're going to be covering. You select the lesson, and then you select the items that you're going to have them do. I always have them do anything that has them doing the visual learning, which is a video. There should be one more down here, which is the related multiplication. So if it has a little play, it's also a video. I'm going to let them use the game, and I want them to do the practice buddy, which is the workbook. You can customize it if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and customize it. So if you want to, you can delete some of the questions by clicking the delete button here, the trash can. So if this shows you what the kids will be seeing, and you can go through and you can delete and remove questions, and you can undo it if you're like, oh no, I think I want to do that. So I just deleted a few of them and I clicked done. So you might want to do that for your RSP kids, and you can have separate assignments for them. Okay, so because I did that, they did take off the little check mark, so I'm going to go back and redo that. So this one is a copy because this is the one that I edited. And then I'm going to go back and add those two. It is up to you if you want to do, this could be as a may do, the homework practice. So if they get those finished, you could do that. They also, if you want to give them their copy of the lesson, their textbook, you can do that also. I just don't, because I just don't say I need to. Add selected to playlist. That's what I like to do. So I'm going to create a playlist. I'm just going to call it training list. And I'm going to, oops, that's wrong. I apologize. I thought I already had one called that. So I'm going to create a new playlist and I'm going to call it training list. And then create playlist. Go to playlist. So here's my playlist. So I'm going to select all the items. I'm going to assign it. Now, if you were back here in browsing and you're like, well, how did you, Miss Moore, get over there? Right here under my library, you will have all your lists. So you click on it and you assign all, and then you're going to find your class. So mine's a third grade training. So you know you selected the correct class because it has your Google Classroom logo. You're going to give it a name and a title. You're going to assign it on a certain day. And then you're going, I usually give them a couple of days. I know I'm going really far out, but it's okay. You can write your instructions if you choose to. You're going to assign it. And now it is starting to appear into your Google Classroom. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your classwork. And then if you notice, it is kind of like a grayish color because it is scheduled for in the future because I chose May. So if I click down here, it gives them their task of what they're going to do. And they'll click on it and it will take them there now. And then students will, well, we can't see the student edition, but the students will be able to do their work. If you don't want to do it this way, which is perfectly fine, you don't have to do it the way that I just did. You can do one at a time. So you can select it, and then you can assign the one. Oh, I think it's because I've already assigned it. So let me go to a different one. Well, that's very odd. Huh. I think it has kicked me out. Okay. See? I'm going to keep this on here so you guys can see that things happen. So I'm going to go back to my library. There we go. I think it's because I went into the Google, it had to refresh. So let's say that I have this one for my students and I just want to assign the one. That was not the right way. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. So this is the social studies book. So I only want to assign them the social studies book. I'm going to say assign selected. I'm going to find my class. And I have multiple ones, so I'm doing the training. I'm going to select a date. And when it's due, I can give them instructions. And then I'm going to go ahead and click assign. If you only want to give it to certain kids, so let's say like the one that I edited and I removed some of the questions, then I would just put those students' names on here and then only those students would get it. By selecting the whole class, everyone is getting it. I'm going to assign it. And then when we go back here to the Google Classroom, you're going to see that there is their scheduled textbook. And then they're going to click on it and then they're going to go directly to it.
About that.
That's the problem with having Alexa in a room. So that is how you assign get Google Classroom connected to your Pearson and what it looks like. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email and let me know. And I hope that helped you some.